Another patch note. It's I waited a week with making this video because I wanted to make sure that I caught any balance patches that came out so that I wouldn't have to like redo the video. Now we have two balance patches that have followed the main patch, so we can talk a little bit about what has happened since the patch came out and what has happened with the balance patches, where we see the patch going. So I'll get into it. I'll read this. IO is everywhere and in all things. I feel like IO is never there when you need it. Denounced by enemies as the great unmaker. Worshipped by scholars as the twinkling of a divine eye. This strange wisp of life force occupies all planes at once. Merest fractions of its crossing into existence at any one moment. Motives inscrutable, its strength unimaginable. Io moves through the physical plane, the perfect expression of the mysteries. So, Io has an ability now when you play him on the board. To be honest, this ability is really fucking good. I'll release one video soon on YouTube where I play 2-cost with IO 2-star, and it's insane. Basically what he does is tethers to all units that are close to him, and then he kind of equalizes their health in a sense, is what I understand. What does it say? IO tethers with all allies around him, granting percentage damage reduction. Yeah, really good. Health percentage will be distributed equally among all tethered allies at set interval. Yep. This is really insane. In 2-cost, this is crazy good, because in 2-cost, often your frontliners and Centaur will take extra damage. Centaur will do self-damage, right, because of double edge, and often the frontline, which will be like Timbersaw, maybe Bloodseeker, maybe they will also take extra damage. Now, all of the health kind of gets reset at the intervals, which is really, really, really smart. Or it kind of like, it gets brought up and kind of fixed. And this also boosts the Oracle heal, since again, everyone will have taken equal amounts of damage, which means that everyone will be able to be healed again. Super strong in 2-cost, going to be super strong in 4-cost. We will see either be played in like random builds moving forward. It is a super strong ability, and for some builds, you should really try this out. Then this is the big thing. Shadow Demon is a 1-cost now, down from a 3-cost. Slark is a 2-cost, up from a 1-cost. Stardust is a 3-cost, up from a 2-cost. Earthshaker is a 3-cost, down from a 4-cost. And Elder Titan is a 4-cost, down from a 5-cost. I imagine most of you have seen this and played with it for the past week. But these are huge changes. Everyone being able to go priest early because Shadow Demon, Dazzle, and Oracle, it's like really easy to priest now. It also means that streaking is somewhat easier. It's pretty interesting. The Slark change, I don't care too much about. The Slardar change, I don't care too much about like this. These are just changes, honestly. Jacob being 3-cost is really nice. Like, it feels really good to roll for him in the Harpy Torrent build that I've played. Really strong. And then Elder Titan being possible to get in every game is just insane. I'm sure most of you now, maybe if you hadn't tried 4 Torrent beforehand, now you see why Elder Titan, even though was not strong on board as a 5-cost, was correctly valued as a 5-cost, because his synergies are so good. God Torrent is insane. And he's got nerfed several times since, for good reason. Good changes. I mean, I'm sure you have tried new builds out. Sure there'll be new builds. The build that I've tried the most and that has seen most success is the Harpy Torrent board. It's really good. It's really strong. Meepo, cancel the extra 1 when combined into rank 3. Yes, I'll get to the Kobold synergy. Makes sense. Poof damage increase. More armor on Legion. They want Legion carry to come back. I think it's going to be hard for different reasons, but it's a good change. And Morphling damage decreased because everyone played Morphling. Yep, makes sense. So how does 2 Kobold work now? I get asked this a lot. I'll explain it to you. So 2 Kobold basically doesn't work on Arc Warden anymore. It used to be that when you had 2 Kobold, the extra copy summoned by the Kobolds would have the items from the original, right? That doesn't work anymore. Now the way 2 Kobolds work is every unpair Kobold piece will reshape itself into a non-Kobold ally of the same rank before battle start. This means this does not work on Arc Warden. This only works on Meepo. So Meepo, before the battle begins, will transform into an equal rank ally. This means your board is Arc Warden 1, Meepo 1, and Invoker 1, and then 2-star. Since your Meepo is Meepo 1, it's only like rank 1 Meepo, right? It will transform into the Invoker. Since this happens before the battle begins, that means you have 2 Invokers, which means that you will summon a 3rd Invoker because of the 1 Kobold synergy. Now, if your Meepo was Meepo 2-star, it would transform into Sven 2-star, and you would get a 3rd Sven 2-star because of the Kobold synergy. Does this make sense? I think I have one Golden Roll video. I played the other, not Golden, was it Golden Roll? Yes, I played a Golden Roll game the other day where I made Gyro 3-star, and I had Meepo 3-star as well, and we got 3 Gyro 3-star. You'll see that as well. It's pretty good. It's really good in Golden Rolls, and it's quite good in like Arc Warden boards later on. It's interesting. Like, it's honestly just a buff to Arc Warden, which wasn't needed. But yeah, it's cool, but it is also just an Arc Warden buff, to be honest. And then they buffed Harpies. Prior to this patch, 2 Harpies did not work on Harpies. It only worked on non-Harpies. And then 4 Harpies gave 2+ targets to Harpies and +1 to non-Harpies. So they standardized it and basically made it so 2 Harpies works on Harpies as well. Pretty busted, and they've nerfed Skywrath for good reasons then, because Harpies are pretty damn strong. Then they changed Shaman channeling from 2 seconds to 1 second, but they've also changed this 1.5, because this is Omega busted. This has no impact, and then they buffed Greaves for reasons no one knows. Yeah, pretty chill. Biggest thing here is all of this happening. But yeah, I mean, the main thing is Tauren boards are easier to go for. Tauren boards usually means nerfs to Sins, because Sins can struggle with the totems. It's pretty cool. Like, we're probably going to see more people go for like mid-game Tauren boards, and it's nice. It's nice. And also, again, more priests early. Rebalance patch 1. Tauren. Silence duration of Woodpecker totem from 5 seconds to 3 seconds. Disarm duration of Horn totem from 3 seconds to 2 seconds. That's crazy. Good nerf. Skywrath Mage inner CD increased from 1 second to 2 seconds. Yep, this was also a good nerf. Also, Ogre Magi does not trigger Skywrath anymore, and I think they also nerfed the damage, but it doesn't say so anywhere. Muerta attack interval decreased. Oh yeah, and Muerta buff, yes. And then Kes does less damage. Shadow Fiend is slightly better. And ET stuns less with Earth Splitter, and Primal was buffed. Good changes overall. Like, there's not too much to say about this. Like, these are Tauren nerfs, they're Harpy nerfs, and then they're trying to get Shadow Fiend back and playable, trying to buff Primal again, and trying to buff some of the undeads that we don't see. Pretty chill thing. I think most of you can read into this yourself. And then there was a new patch today. These are the changes here. I'll look to the side because I don't have it in front of me. So Bane skill duration from 456 to 468. Also, this was shared in my Discord by Mikasu. Thank you so much, Mikasu. If you guys want to stay up to date, you can join the Discord. And you can chat and talk about DAC and about the stream and whatever you want. You're very welcome to do that, but get in the Discord. Luna bounced from 234 to 345. This is interesting to me because I've seen a decent amount of Luna in the Chinese lobbies the past week. So I don't really understand this buff and if it's needed. But we're probably going to see Luna Trolls come back, I guess. They buffed the Drow Silence. Buffed Terrorblade base attack. So 15 damage is not a lot. But I guess it's 60 damage for Terrorblade 3-star. And Terrorblade 3-star is 3 units, right? So it's not just 60 damage. It's, in essence, 180 damage buff. So when you look at it that way, it's actually pretty substantial buff. Yeah, I guess actually just think of it as a 25% damage buff increase overall on Terrorblade. That's actually crazy. 25% damage increase. That actually goes super fast. Yeah, that's actually pretty strong. Maybe we can see some Terrorblade boards again. And then they changed the Shaman transformation time from 1 second to 1.5. Probably better than 2, probably less broken than 1. And then they nerfed Elder Titan, both the cooldown and the damage on Earth Splitter change. And then they nerfed Lina, since Lina Harpies has been back. Pretty normal changes overall here, I think. Like, I mean, most of you know what I would like them to change. But these are good changes. Yeah, probably Luna is pretty good to play now. I think getting 1 extra bounce on every level is quite substantial. Really, really, really helps with the damage you output later on. Even though the damage just does taper off. Bane is pretty strong, honestly, and we probably will see Bane played a little bit more. I've actually been thinking about Bane with like Horn. There could be a nice Bane RP build with Horn, I think. Shaman nerf was needed because Shamans were getting too strong. Terrorblade might be seeing play again. And yeah, Elder Titan nerf is also good. So overall, yeah, a few changes in the patch. I don't really know where the meta is going to go. Probably we're going to see a lot of what we have been seeing for the past while, but yeah, maybe there will be new things coming up. I'll keep you up to date if anything happens. I guess another important thing to say is that this weekend we will have the culmination of the Chinese tournament that they have been grinding for the past 2 months. This will be starting Friday and it will be ending Sunday. So you're all very welcome to tune in on stream. I will also upload the games from the finals, at least, to YouTube. But I think it's really, really interesting to enjoy together on streams. You're very welcome to come join me on that. Yeah. I guess there's not much else left to say. I hope you're all doing good. I hope you're enjoying DEC. I hope you're enjoying your life. I hope you're doing things that you value and things that make you happy. Be all around. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. Stay kind.